Hi guys, this is Todd with Real Active Wellness. I want to share with you an exercise we've all seen and done before. It's called the lunge. I'm going to demonstrate it with a shortened and an abbreviated exercise, which more technically would actually be called a split squat. But I'm going to show you the lunge pattern, the lunge series. Here's what you need to know. In the lunge, in most cases, the spine should stay vertical. So as you begin to do a lunge and you get set up with one foot in front of you and one foot behind you, as you go down, you don't want to go into this position. You want to keep a vertical spine. Most people think that the lunge is a single leg exercise, like a left-footed lunge. The left foot should be doing no more work than the back foot, or the right foot in this particular case. Both feet are working. As you go down and you keep a vertical spine, what that means is that you can't let this knee shift too far forward. Think about this knee pushing down toward the floor. So when you get to the bottom, this thigh and this shin should be nearly vertical. So again, I'm up nice and tall. I go down into my lunge type position, and this thigh and this shin should be nearly vertical. Now, a lot of people have difficulty with not only balance, but also stability in the lunge. You're going to see a couple different things. One of the things that we're going to see is that this knee is going to want to cave in. The knee caves in. Now, what we used to tell people is that you're not firing your glute, so fire your glute. The reality is who knows how to do that, especially in the heat of the moment like that. There's a better cue that I'm going to give you, and I will in just a moment. The other thing that we see happen is a lack of stability throughout the pelvis. Maybe the hip juts out as the knee comes in, or just balance entirely becomes compromised. Whatever any of those issues are, this cue is going to fix them. When you're in your split squat stance, or when you're lunging, your feet should be pushing as hard as they can away from each other. So if I take my left foot or my front foot and I push it down into the ground and imagine that I'm trying to slide it forward, while at the same time my back foot's pushing actively down into the ground, and I'm imagining that I'm trying to push it backward or away from my front foot, what happens in that situation is that balance and stability automatically correct themselves. So if you're a trainer or a therapist and you see somebody lunging and their balance is off, you don't need to work on balance 99% of the time. What you need to do is teach them how to create stability, and that's really the best way to do it. Sure, we want to pull the navel in, we want to activate the transverse abdominis, all that is good, and it's good information, it's good cues, and it's real life stuff. But if you want good global stability, spread the floor as hard as you can and you'll find it with that. After you learn the split squat, you learn the technique of it, the lunge is the same thing. But instead of keeping your feet there, you step back and forward, or forward and back, or you just go one foot in front of the other, but everything else still applies. So between the split squat or the lunge, I hope that you learned some good lessons, some good techniques. If you have any comments, if you have any questions, please find us on Facebook, Real Active Wellness. I'm Todd. Thanks for joining me.